I am currently on South Quad and Nicholson Drive where a deadly car crash has taken place. We do not know much right now, but we can confirm that 2 fatalities have occurred. The identities of the victims have not yet been released. This is a developing story. To find out more information, visit tigertv.tv or Tiger TV News. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Danielle Rancifer. New York City police are on the scene after a helicopter crashed into the Hudson River earlier today. Law enforcement officials say 5 people, including 3 young children, were pulled from the water and transported to the hospital. Their conditions are still unknown. Louisiana's 6th Congressional District Congressman Garrett Graves is not seeking re-election. However, he did drop by our studio recently. I was able to sit down with Congressman Graves, who talked about local, state, and national politics all across the board. Crawfish is a large part of the menu and an even bigger part of the culture. One LSU student has taken his love for crawfish and turned it into a business plan.
Mandeville native and incoming LSU sophomore Cole Captaboss has spent his life with crawfish. Now, he has taken his years of knowledge and put it into his own business, his food truck, Crawfish To Go.
I grew up, doing crawfish my entire life with them, and I worked for my parents for forever. I'm familiar with it. It seemed like a no-brainer for me because it's the one thing that I know through and through.
After only a month in business on Nicholson Drive, Cole and his student-operated team have made their mark on Baton Rouge. With their classic menu and locally sourced crawfish, they have even caught the attention of local celebrities like LSU football star Harold Perkins.
People seem to be enjoying what we're doing, which is, I'm glad to hear it. Makes me feel like what I'm doing is working.
Although he has been successful so far, his main priorities are not just his profits. Captaboss also wants to help students just like him, working with a budget and looking for a good quality meal.
Crawfish isn't cheap, and a lot of my customers are college students, and I know, just like me, none of us have, money burning a hole in our pocket. So to trust somebody to buy their product, they need to know it's something quality.
Although Crawfish To Go is still new to BR, with Captaboss's continued hard work and dedication, their future looks bright.
To follow along with Cole's journey or even pick yourself up a bite to eat, visit Crawfish To Go Baton Rouge on all social media. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Danielle Rancifer. Campuses all over the nation have to worry about drug and substance abuse affecting their students and culture, and Louisiana State is no exception. In fact, there may be more cause for concern than we think.
You're actually, every time you pop a pill or smoke something or snort something, you're actually playing Russian roulette with your life.
On August 14th, 2024, Baton Rouge PD uncovered enough fentanyl to cause overdoses for 250,000 people. A discovery like this put things into perspective for Baton Rouge residents, especially those who attend LSU. Drug and substance abuse is a serious issue among college students, and although the percentage of students who use drugs has decreased in recent years, there is still cause for concern.
I've seen, deaths of college students in regards to drug usage.
Studies show that 70% of college students in the U.S. claim not to partake in any drug usage. 23% admit to using marijuana, and 5% of students admit to the use of other substances. A student study conducted in June shows that LSU's percentage seems to be comparatively higher than the national rate, with over 40% of students saying they know someone who uses Adderall, cocaine, or marijuana regularly. Drug and substance abuse has a serious effect on students and can even impact campus culture.
Oftentimes, we are now in a culture where drug usage is more popular and more celebrated. And we're also seeing where people are actually getting a hold of drugs and accidentally overdosing because they're not familiar with the drugs that they're taking, and they're thinking they're getting a particular type of narcotic when in all actuality, these narcotics are now coming in being laced with fentanyl.
The normalization of drug usage on college campus has fostered a culture in which students are increasingly desensitized to the dangers associated with substance abuse.
I think people focus on the short-term fun of it and the short-term, like the trips, and the short-term, like, everybody else is doing it and there's a party and, this drug, I look cool doing it. And then nobody really talks about like the hook that's attached to it, which is like an addiction it's causing in your brain and everything. So,
despite the potential dangers the college students face on LSU's campus, there are safety measures the university has put in place. There's a clear no-tolerance policy for drugs on campus, as well as recovery programs available for those who are struggling with addiction. With resources like these, students can prevent themselves from getting involved in substance abuse and get help if they are already struggling.
Even though all drug usage does not end in death, it is something that is continuous throughout a person's life cycle, trying to stay clean. So we want to also be able to partner with those persons who are looking to get off drugs.
Drug and substance abuse is a serious issue. If you or someone you know is struggling, call the crisis hotline at 988 or research local rehabilitation centers near you. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Danielle Rancifer.